besides the podcast, what do you guys do to like kind of like an outreach thing to reach young men and to try to, you know, help them along the way of their manhood to their manhood?
So now I haven't reached the point of actually being able to execute the plans that I have, but I do photography. I'm a firearms instructor, and what I would like to do is, because I can kind of tie them both together. There's an initiative that I like to call Guns and Poses, but it's to teach focus. Because there's a focus on the camera, and when you're shooting, whether it be, you know, short range handgun or long range rifle, you have to focus on your target. And that's something that I want to bring, and it's not only for young males, it's for the young women too, because the name of my brand is King of All Trades.
There you go.
It's called Culture.
Gotta plug it.
But right, you know what I'm saying? but even with the K or the Q, it still phonetically sounds the same. With the Queen of All Trades, code still phonetically sounds Culture. But it's about focus. It's about creating the mindset of focusing on your target, shooting your target, and getting the result that you want. And that's something that I feel strongly about. There's been a few hiccups along the way that kind of prevented me from executing my goal, but I'm still seeking out ways to get that done.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn?
You're up next.
What's the question again? 'Cause I gotta follow that? Okay.
What are some things you're doing for like a sort of kind of outreach with other young men? If you're doing anything or if you want to do anything.
Me, I'm not doing what I want to do.
This is a good start though, Jay.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, for sure.
gotta have something out there.
Creating a platform is
But
amazing.
I've done some work with a good friend of mine on some mentorships. And I would like to be able to start like a class or something where we even start with the small stuff. We teach young men how to like tie a tie, how to wear a suit, stuff like that. Because that's something that I didn't learn until I was like 21, at least. So if we can start with the small things, then eventually we can grow to the larger things. But we got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like starting school. You know, you start in the first grade
Yeah.
and you matriculate up to high school, matriculate up to college, and it's always steps. It's steps to everything. But the major thing is that first one.
That first step is
Taking
the
that
hardest.
That's the
That
hardest.
first step is the hardest.
Man, when I tell you, taking them steps are hard, man. Taking them steps is hard. Man, when you feel like you got them concrete boots on,
Man.
like it's hard to lift that leg. Like
So heavy. So heavy.
So heavy.
And see, I don't think
But it
that
feels so good.
and I'm glad you said that because I don't think that women know like the mental blocks that men have.
Yeah.
As far as a lot of that stuff goes, like because
Everything's fighting against you. Everything's fighting against
everything.
you. Dude, have you ever been like, man, it's like being a boxer, but you don't have no rounds. You going through, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because around you get a break.
You get a break.
I do know about boxing. I don't know about other sports,
Right.
but I know about that one.
But you know that one,
Right, you know what I'm saying? But when you don't have that when you don't hear that ding, and you just got to keep fighting until the fight is done.
Yeah.
That's what makes us gladiators. And I think that's where we feel like we have to be the macho. We have to be, you know what I'm saying? We have to fight it out until it's over with.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We got to do this. But at the same time, you know, you got to have a strategy.
So
You gotta have a strategy.
have you all ever dated a woman who said to you that you get to choose if you want to stay at home and take care of home, or you get to
I'm sorry, I should have laughed. At her.
I didn't mean to laugh.
I tried to hold it back. I couldn't.
I'm getting on your
Nah.
That's a no. Okay.
That ain't never been an option for me. I don't know about you. You ever had that option to just stay?
I ain't never heard of that. Who? When? Hold on, say that again. Let me write this down. That sounds like a good TV show.
Man, for real.
But it's real though, because men don't have a choice.
No.
We don't.
We get to choose, y'all don't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
women get to choose, like, I want princess treatment, and I want you to.
Hey.
I don't never want to drive, and
Like,
My
man.
cousin actually don't drive now, so that's a real thing.
I want to sit at home, and I just want to be a housewife, and
Bruh.
I just want to clean the house and come home to my man. And it's like,
Bruh.
we ain't got that goddamn option.
Nah.
Let a
I
man
wish.
say he want to stay at home.
Let me.
That woman be
And
like, bitch ass
what?
nigga, you better get up. Like,
You can stay at home today.
right.
Today. But tomorrow,
You better put in a sick
on
day or some shit, because we got shit we need to accomplish.
Bruh.
But you know, that's interesting that you all said this, because I actually had this conversation with the group before, and I brought up the fact that men don't get to choose, and I don't think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? And so, but within the black culture, because in other cultures they can, because in one of the guys who was the facilitator of the group, he stayed at home, and his wife was at work. She was the main breadwinner. But I would say too, the other part of that, because I was dating a guy, this was years ago, and I had mentioned, I said, well, all I need you to do is to support me while I'm in school, and then when I finish school, you can do whatever you want. And then so he said,
we both set up. Like, this is intriguing. Like, let me cross my legs.
he said, oh, that's what you want? Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you? You just want me to be the woman and nothing. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just like, I'm saying, if you got me right now, I got us. You could do what you want. You know what I'm saying? So but I realized that way of thinking doesn't really exist. From at least, again, I can only speak to my own experience within black culture, where men think or have an idea of even believing that they could find a partner that gives them the choice to choose.
Because it's literally like finding a unicorn.
Yeah.
So I remember.
Is the horn purple? Cause
Right. Dude, I remember when I was like, I don't even know if I don't think we were married yet. But I ended up losing my job, right? I was out of work for about 2.5, 3 months. Dude, when I tell you, because I knew I was out of my, unemployment was bull, so you ain't getting a whole lot of nothing. But I'm still trying to contribute the best way that I can. So while she's at work, I'm looking for jobs, but you know what I'm saying, make sure the house is clean. When I tell you, I did everything that I could possibly do to let her know, hey, look, I'm going to contribute the best way I can. It was never a day that she came home that the house wasn't taken care of, her bath water wasn't ready, the meal wasn't cooked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a good cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good, but everything was done. But she started getting, after a couple weeks, it
don't take long.
Right. You know what I'm saying? She like, you need, like, hey, man,
you finna start filling out these
like,
applications,
like,
my
but
nigga?
I've been doing that. I'm trying to make it work. But I want you to know that I'm going to contribute the best way that I could possibly contribute. And then she didn't understand why, I'm at home all day, no human contact. You know what I'm saying? And this is well before COVID, like well before COVID.
Yeah.
So I'm at home all day with no human contact. I'm literally on the computer all day filling out applications. So when she get home, like, I'm up under her, like, baby, so you know what I'm saying? Hey, well, we like in and everything. And she was like, well, damn, like, you need to get out from up under me. I'm like, well, damn, I ain't seen nobody all day, and I'm happy to see you.
Right.
Like food is ready, like you got everything is done for you right now.
Right.
You got
house
come
clean,
in and,
food cooked,
you know what I'm saying?
bath water ran.
It's absolutely nothing for you to do. Like,
I
you
put
can
some
go in there
lavender
and-
in the
like,
water
oh,
for
and
you.
when I tell you I was doing it up for them baths, like I was doing it up for them baths.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So you coming home and you getting spoiled.
Right.
But that shit was not appreciated. And I'm like, damn, so it's making me feel like less than. So I'm like, man, I gotta figure something out. So when I got back to it. And you know what I'm saying? I had to get on my grind. I had to be on my shit to make sure that she knew, like, hey, I ain't just no You know what I'm saying? I ain't just no bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had to hold me down for a little bit, but I got you. And so even when, you know, a couple years go by and you know, we married, my daughter's on the way, and she was having a rough pregnancy. And so I'm still doing all the things, you know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to make sure I'm working my, you know what I'm saying? I'm working myself to death. And I'm like, man, and she was like, man, you know, I don't really want to go back to work. I'm like, well, don't go back to work, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. But even with that being done, she wanted to start a treats business. So she was doing a chocolate covered everything. I'm like, bet. But I'm working to support your, you know what I'm saying? And I basically built that business for you to do everything that you want to do. She did that for a while. I helped her do all the deliveries, and still working at the same time. And, you know, when things got rough and things got bad, you still tell me I've never been a provider for you. I've never done this for you. I've never done that. So it's just like, man, like, you damned if you do and you damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like, well,
that's not every woman.
it's really not, because I would say in my
But it's a lot
relationship-
of women.
In my
But
relationships,
it
I've
happens
been
a
the
lot, though.
breadwinner. I've been the breadwinner in my relationships, and men were never comfortable with that. They were never comfortable with that. They would come off saying that they were, but they were never comfortable with that. And the thing is, for me, like, you know, I'm the oldest of 7. I have 7 younger siblings. I'm the oldest girl. I grew up in a house of like 13 people, and I've been working since I was 13. So like for me, the idea of not working, that doesn't exist.
Right.
So I've always been the go-getter, the person that takes care of, if you got my back, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? If you lost your job, okay, don't worry about it. You're going to get another one. Let's do applications together. Here, you need me to do your resume for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's go through some mock interviews. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so for me to with her point, like every woman isn't like that, but the origination of your own thoughts, or the idea of your own thoughts, again, kind of going back to that confirmation bias, is you're only going to find the women who are opposite to that, because you already think that your value is predicated on your ability to provide, and when you can't provide, you no longer have value. You know what I'm saying? And a woman who is a woman of value won't be attracted to a man who doesn't think he has value. So she won't see you either. You know what I'm saying? If you in that space, you know, so, and that's why you're not going to, that's why a lot of men don't find her, and they maintain these ideals as if women are the problem, but you are your own problem and your own solution. You know what I'm saying? So,
Because it all starts within.
Yeah.
It all starts with self. I mean, I can hold truth to that. I see the truth in that, but at the same time, even with me personally, I'm not exactly where I want to be, right? But I've made hella headway, and I'm in a really good position, and I'm very confident in my abilities. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cocky about it, but at the same time, I know what I can do. I've proved it to myself too many times. You know what I'm saying? And I've not even just to myself. It's been proven too many times for me to doubt myself, right? So I have the confidence in myself, but at the same time, when you meet women that are a bit higher than you, they still look at you like, yeah,
Like hey, you here,
yeah,
but
you still got potential.
right. Oh,
So how does that make
that
y'all
P
feel?
word, that P word.
How does
Ooh.
that make y'all feel?
Oh, it's frustrating.
That mentality, that security, how does that make y'all feel as men? Because a woman that is established wants a certain type of man. Even though you may have those characteristics, and some women are materialistic or whatever, but you can't do that for her. Like, how does that make y'all feel? If y'all know that y'all are a good man, and y'all are a man, and y'all can provide, but you can't give her that, what is that like? Because that must suck.
It does. It sucks like a
That's a mind fuck.
yeah. It is.
That's a mind fuck for real.
It is.
Because
like,
it's
I literally just went
acceptable
through.
for
I
women.
literally just went through
Yeah.
this situation. Not even. This was right before Thanksgiving.
That was
Right
recent.
before Thanksgiving.
Because
yeah, that was a few weeks
Right.
ago.
that P word,
Potential.
that P
Yeah.
word,
and it pissed you off. It pissed you off.
it does some things. Because you don't know if, as a man, you're living up to her potential, or if you should try to live up to your own potential.
Right.
But a lot of the time, women see the potential different than we see our own potential.
Right.
And so some women fall in love with potential, not fall in love with the person.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And so you're like, well, he's got ambition. You know, he's willing to put the work in.
Right.
He can be this. He can be that. So you fall in love with what can be,
But not what's been proven.
and not who this man is.
Yeah. Like
That's the
proving
biggest thing.
him. Yeah.
Fall in love with who this person is,
Is.
not with the potential that he has to be.
Yeah, I think too to that. I think to that, at the core, I would just say for myself personally, at the core, I feel like sometimes that can be a little hard to go on, right? Because it's like everybody, if you're a human being, you have the capacity and to change,
Right.
right? So it's like how do I navigate that, knowing that who you are and what I see and what I think I know about you to be true, it still will always still be true, right? So it's like, well, then what I do is, what I feel like people can look at in that instance is like, well, then what are your values? Because what your values are, those are concrete. Those are a part of who you are. Those define what you do or your motivation or what you decide to do, right? What you value and what's important to you. I feel like that's one thing that's constant.
You can only judge a tree by its fruit, right? So you look at and you understand, and this is another thing about dating, and I think this is what a lot of people do, I think, a little bit wrong. Like I said, yeah, it's a lot surface, but it's really getting to know a person's character, learning that person, know who that person really is, see what they've got established, what their circle, says about them, what people know about this person, so you can kind of get a real understanding for their core, what their character is, who they really are, what they stand for, and what they've accomplished thus far, right? So. And a lot of what they have accomplished thus far and their character will let you know exactly where they're going, what their drive really is, what they really value. And if you're not getting to know those things, like what are you doing? What are you getting to know? You're getting to know their hobbies, what's fun, all the superficial whatever, and not the core of the person. And that's the most important thing. That's the most important part. The connectivity.
I don't even think people take time to get
I was
to
just
know
gonna say that takes time.
core
Yeah.
because we're
That
already
takes time.
looking at the physical and
That's
we're
it.
already
And
looking
y'all
at the
already
material.
jumped into bed by then. It's day
Yeah.
2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the problem with a lot of us, though, because
Yeah.
women like he fine or whatever,
Yeah.
and then dudes like she got eyes.
She got that thing. She got that thing. She got that thing.
So it's like a lot of
Hey,
us
but-
ain't took the time to where your head at.
Right. And man, when I tell you that is the key. That is the key to failure. That's the key, like, because you in it for a good time, not a long time.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? When you have the right intention, like now the physical can still happen a little early.
The physical gonna be
You know what I'm
there.
saying? It's gonna be there, but at the same time, it's easy to understand what a person's intention or what their focus and what their guide is by their conversation.
But some people so good though.
They are really.
people are
They
so
master
good.
manipulators.
And that
Yeah.
shit's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You can't.
After
You
a
can only
while,
be
That's
honest for
hard.
so long.
after
hard.
after a while,
You
the
can only
masks
pretend
come
for so
off.
long.
You know.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
at first it's like, dang, you just wasted 3 months of my time. Shit, sometimes a year.
Yeah.
So
It should be signs by
Yeah.
then.
Well, I'm listen.
if you dealing with somebody that's good though,
And that's especially if they're a narcissist.
you don't know.
If
Yes.
they're a narcissistic.
and not even a narcissist, but a covert narcissist. So
Yeah.
out in public, you are this perfect person. People don't understand. Like you're so nice to other people, but in house, you're an asshole.
You talk shit about
Then-
people.
Yeah, you talking about
Bruh.
I know I'm an asshole, okay? I know.
No.
But no.
You're treating your person wrong.
Oh my
You're treating
God,
your
yeah.
person wrong. You're
So-
nice to other people, but you're nasty to your person. And
My
it's like
God.
you go tell people about it, but they don't
Hold on,
believe
wait.
you
When you
because
say nasty, which way you talking about? 'Cause
no, not that kind of
I
nasty.
just want to clarify. Just want to clarify.
mean, nasty, snarky, manipulative,
Say.
like gaslighting, like it's yeah.
But and I've experienced that too many times.
I was-
Like,
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
To her point, if y'all had more time, and you would not believe the stories that I have about the lengths that men have gone to try to get what they think that they want out of like.
But it's
Like,
the same
it's
for
crazy.
women.
It's the
Well, yeah,
exact
it's the
same
same
thing
for
for
women.
women.
Yes.
Has a woman ever started an LLC to mask the fact that she's trying to date you?
What you
Wait, what? Hold on.
This man started an LLC because he wanted my attention, and I'm like, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? He started an LLC.
But see, you told him that, didn't you?
Well, no, I did not. But
Okay.
he knew that I was a professional. He knew I'm a professional. He had somehow found my LinkedIn page.
Oh, he searched you.
There you go.
Lord have
Oh,
mercy.
he did his homework. That's all.
Found my LinkedIn page.
Yeah.
Started an LLC.
He said, I need to pay this 125.
Told me that he had right. Told me that he had contracts for me. He wanted me to find people to recruit for a company and a thing. And then I found out the whole time I was like recruiting people, interviewing people for looking at resumes. Found out he was lying the whole time. He was just trying to like get up with me.
Trying to get your
That's it.
attention.
Yeah, and I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Because he didn't have the
That's wild.
balls to be like, hey, I like you and I want you.
Dang. Yeah, right.
But
That's
this is over
wild.
the duration of like a year to 2 years.
Some
He
people ain't got the
invested.
confidence.
So
Wow.
if he didn't do that, Christy, would you have dated him?
No.
Because
He just came off like really creepy to me.
okay,
Oh,
You know,
okay, so but
but he came off like but I'm like creepy in a way where it's like he'll hide in my bushes or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Damn.
and I asked that because
But he worked. But I had met him at my job, so I'm just okay. At least I know they did a background check, or you wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
But
Did he at
wow.
least buy you lunch before? Like,
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
he was just what were you
Well, hold
doing?
on,
He just stare
hold
at
on.
you, or
We
what
might
he
need to
do?
pause this. Hey, we might need to, because it's a whole nother
all of this
conversation.
shit riding. Fuck it. All of this shit riding. Let it go. Let it go.
Lord have mercy. Oh my God, I am intrigued. What is going on?
He said,
Tell me more.
He said, she pretty.
She pretty.
like
Ooh.
I don't know what he. I have an idea what he saw. Because I'm me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
okay.
at the-
Yeah, okay.
When
Yeah.
women get to that point, she said, but I'm dope.
She got that thing. She got that thing.
I had never paid. I didn't see him. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think I told you this too. Like, for me, I don't operate in that frame of mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got stuff to do, so I'm not. So I'm not like thinking like, "Ooh, is he checking me out? He checking for me?" I'm not thinking like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking like that. But he was persistent. Like he did not give up, and it took like maybe 2 years for me to actually then finally go out with him. And then by then, after I went out with him, I realized that well, not right then, but after he kind of played the role a little bit more, we started kind of like a relationship or whatever. But after those particular things happened in a relationship, he turned cold, like ice cold. Like it just was like a switch. And I'm just like, are you you pursued me for this amount of time for years, and then as soon as you get what you wanted, you flip.
Because
You know
he
what I'm saying?
didn't have the capacity to maintain
Right. What he was already.
what he was in pursuit of in the first place. What it
Because
was
he was
that
performing.
his goal was to catch you, but not to maintain you.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Yeah, he wanted to
But
coach you.
I just say that to say that there are lengths that people will go to try to, and a lot of times you don't know what their intentions are off the bat, because there are some people who are like really master manipulators. But what I did learn from that, though, is, and I think this is something that I've seen kind of a recurring theme within women, is like when we tell a guy no once, and then he keeps trying to persist and kind of still trying to pursue you. The fact that he doesn't respect your first no is a reason why you should never date him, because now it's no longer about you, it's about the chase. It's about the fact that she rejected me, and now I need to try to soothe my ego by winning her. You know what I'm saying?
And I never
That's-
understood that. as a man, I never understood that. Because once you tell me no, I'm off you.
You bet.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what a man would. That's the normal way. That's a healthy way of being. You respecting that person's wishes of them not being interested. But if you don't and you continue to persist, like the fact that he pursued me for years, like that should have been like a. I was young, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm kind of young now, so but anyway, that should have been like a sign, like, oh, you told him no, like not just once, but like maybe 100 times, and he still was at you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now it's not about about you, it's about the chase.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all this too. I chased my ex-wife for about a year. Now we met at a job, right? She was a manager at a job. And like I said, I told you she's 9 years older than me, right? So she had been there for a long time. I had just got there. I'm like, ooh, who is that? So, I started shooting my shot. And I shot my shot almost every day. For like as long as we was there, I shot my shot almost every day. She was like, no, nope, leave me alone, nope. So I felt like Urkel and she was Laura. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say Cole and Pam, but
hey,
that's a better comparison.
That's that too. You know what I'm saying? But and she told me one day, she was like, like we work together. I'm not as long as we work together, I'm not gonna date you.
So you quit.
It took me a minute. It took me a little minute, but I did quit. And when I tell you I quit in the most, I was proud of how I quit. I took everything on my desk, swept it up into a big pile and dumped it right in the trash can, set the trash can in my chair and left my badge on the desk and dipped. And I went and I walked to her desk. I got a sticky note and put it right on her on her window. I said, I don't work here no more. And I left my phone number. She called me about 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, she called me. We set up a date like a week or something later. We were together every day for 2 years straight. We saw each other every single day for 2 years straight. And we ended up getting married. You know what I'm saying? So I can't.
I was going to say, sometimes it don't work out like
right,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's,
So like she told me no about 170,000 times.
Your ending
right, you know what I'm saying? Like we end up, but at the same time, I fucked up because shit after 11 years and it was a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? It was a bad situation, and I it was whatever. But at the same time, like I had good intentions going into it, and I don't care how many times she told me no. Look, I ain't gonna stop. Like I like you. And I want you. So, but and I'm the kind of guy, like I don't know, like if I'm interested, I'm gonna show you that I'm interested. And I ain't gonna continuously pursue you like that. Like that was me in my early 20s. Like I was 22. You know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. Yeah, I was 22. But you know what I'm saying, going forward, like, you know what I'm saying, I'll let you know I'm interested. And if you tell me no, I bet. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I don't know about doing that now at my big age, but it ain't always that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, she told me no a million times before we actually ended up in a real situation. So I can agree with you, and I it's two sides to that coin at the same time.
You right. Yeah, because I got one or two no's in me.
Right.
I don't like strike three.
But you know what?
Personally.
But me, I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, at 22, like I was silly. But at the same time, like, cause I was silly flirting with her. Like I was doing everything just to get her to come to my desk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, excuse me. I need some help. And then she'd come over there.
Keep that paper ball back.
Yeah,
got it back to me.
Like, it was silly flirting. And she was like, leave me alone. No.
He like, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I like you.
No,
and I want you.
And you know, and like I said, it was silly flirting, and I think I don't know. I think I'm just silly. I'm silly like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play with you. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna make it fun, but it's because I'm just a peaceful person. I'm not. I can't stand no bullshit. I don't like no drama. I don't like none of that. But if I'm interested, I'm gonna let you know I'm interested, and I'm gonna pursue you in a way that, it is what it is. I don't know.
So no
I
starting
digress.
LLCs to try to get.
No, I don't start. No, I ain't do like
That's a
what-
lot of paperwork to do.
Did you ever watch that TikTok story with that lady who?
Rest Tessa?
Yeah, that's
I
go.
never I heard
There
about
she
it, but I
go.
never watched
Yes.
it.
I'm about to say that
Y'all
sounds
all
like a
know.
Tessa
Y'all all know, and
situation.
I'm on the dark. I don't know what.
Bro,
what
that was
is.
she had 100 and some. How many episodes did she have?
Yeah,
Like
like
100
over,
plus.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
They gave her a movie on Hulu.
Yeah, she got a movie.
That's
Somebody send it to me
crazy.
because I don't know nothing about none of that.
Legion.
Yeah.
You had Legion hiding in
That's
your
what I
bushes
think-
creating the
that's probably what it
LLC.
was.
Hiding in the bushes.
Yeah.
Hey, now Legion was a fool. You gotta. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send it to you.
Send it to me because I got to see what.
Dude,
that's-
she
that's about.
just recently did a commercial on something. I was like, she's still on TV.
Yeah, she got money now.
Yeah.
She got money.
Crazy.
Yeah, they,
She got some money.
She got money now.
that was wild.
Mm-hmm.
That was
I feel
wild.
like you got a question.
I don't know.
She thinking.
You don't
I am
know.
thinking.
I saw the wheels turning in the mirror.
Right.
though.
You see it like.
Yeah, I saw the wheels turning.
I don't know. I don't
Right.
know if I want to ask you, but
Ask it. Ask it.
let it
I
out.
am. I am thinking. I'm just thinking about all of my interactions at the garage and with all of them and just I don't
Fuck
know.
all of that. They ain't here right now.
No, I'm just saying,
right,
I'm
right,
just
right,
saying
right,
like
right.
what I would ask them, but they're so aggressive. So
Yeah, that's why I said
Man,
don't worry about
so
that.
9 times out of 10, like, okay, you can tell a lot about a man by his approach. Straight up and down, hands down. You can tell a lot about a man by his approach. You know how he approaches you, and it's a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying? There's a million different scenarios on how a man can approach a woman, but at the same time, you can tell by his initial approach what he wants, what his intentions are, what he's interested in.
So, can you give an example, like a scenario?
like, how did you approach women back in your younger days?
Yeah, because it's like
You said you was
It
off the
depend
chain
on-
back in the day.
I was a fool. I was a fool, but it depended on what I wanted. Like,
me, bro.
like, and so, and I don't know. I'm sitting. I'm like stutter over all my words right now because I'm trying to see if I can get this out the right way. So, presentation is everything, right? So, depending on what I see, what I'm saying, what I like, what I want, depends on my approach.
But it's not going to be that much different if you don't want anything, because every woman that you see, you don't want something serious. So it's most likely going to be the same approach.
And then
Not
when you first
necessarily.
see her, how do you know that? Oh, I want something
You
serious.
can- you
with her?
can-
Yeah.
You know what
I
you
hear that
want
a lot.
from-
I
you
hear
know.
Guys say, you just
No, and it's
Ain't no other way to explain.
because look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Presentation is everything, right? So candy is candy,
Like a motherfucker.
right? So toys are toys. When you see a toy, like man, I want to play with that. Like I want to go over here. Like let me see what this is. I'm finna play with it for a few minutes. I'm gonna set it to the side. But it's some toys like I want that. I want that toy.
It's a big difference.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's about the rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's about the rapper. Presentation is
Motherfucking
everything. The packaging is everything. All right, so I'm gonna take it back to the Cosby Show. The Cosby Show had the best like the Cosby Show needs to be back on TV. But you know,
Well, I mean, maybe
I'm
minus
just-
Cosby.
no.
You think he did that
no.
shit?
Look,
No.
Have you seen
Whether-
the Have you seen the podcast with the victims speaking?
look.
I saw them.
Them so-called victims can say whatever. They didn't say that shit 30 years ago.
There was one lady. There was one lady. I'm like, the way that she described the detail of things that happened. Now I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know. I
Right.
wasn't there, right? But the way that she described things with such profound detail, even if the other ones weren't true, to me, and then seeing her bodily reaction and response to certain things when you recount certain traumatic instances, I'm like, something happened. I don't know what it was.
But that can,
Allegedly, something
that
happened.
can be reenacted. And
Let me throw this out there too.
back then, it was accepted.
Right. But let me throw this out there. We gotta be able to separate the person from the art. So
The person from the what?
the art.
Yeah.
Because what the Cosby Show exuded, and what it put out there was a positive message, regardless of what he did behind the scenes and what he did as an individual. That don't matter. You, if anything, if they want to put it back on TV, exclude him from getting any kind of royalties or whatever, anything from us. That way, you don't actually support him for, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But what it showed on TV, the lessons that it showed, the understanding, the compassion, all of the things that show, you know what I'm saying, put out there, was important, and it's what we needed as a culture. Like the shows that we had on TV coming up, Family Matters, you know what I'm saying, Full House, all the shows that we had substance, had messages, had something positive to come from them. What they showing on TV right now is why the culture is what it is right now. So I can appreciate the Cosby Show for all that it did. Because it did instill morals in everybody who watched it.
And also,
Did it not?
like you said, separate the man from the art. You cannot deny the fact that R. Kelly made great music.
Great music. I still jam.
So who was locked in room 3B?
I listened to him. I listened to him today.
He made great
real,
music.
like for real.
He did.
And
He
a
did.
lot of music that you don't even know he produced.
Yep, he was behind it.
You know what I'm saying? He was
Yeah.
behind a lot of music, like gospel music.
But
So
it's
what if that
still-
song was inspired by a 14-year-old girl?
What?
He made
I wouldn't say so what.
he made
Why I
the
gotta
music.
play? No.
Hold on.
He made the music that inspired his soul.
Tell Dave Chappelle to recreate it. I don't know.
Okay.
Piss on you. Drip, drip, drip. Drip, drip, drip.
Your body is a porta potty.
I wanna pee in your food. Ah, damn.
Oh man.
That's
Man, y'all
just that's
tripping.
such a broad thing though. That's a broad thing to say. Like everybody can't forget it, y'all silly.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my god.
But yeah. Yeah, I think it's easier for guys to separate the two.
It sure is.
Because for some women, we're a little emotional.
Most definitely.
So
Men
A lot
are
of them
very
I know a
emotional
little
too.
bit.
Men
Yeah.
are very
Yeah.
emotional.
But
You're-
what-
the
in
way-
different
do.
ways, you
Yeah.
We're
guys
more
are kind of
logical than
violent.
emotional.
So
That's
I'm
the
gonna tell
difference.
you like this too, boy. When it comes to men's emotions, we are so accustomed to having to bottle it up, right? Because once we show emotion, we're judged. There is no safe space for a man.
Damn, I
to show
wish you was here at
emotion.
the beginning of this podcast.
I swear, Jay, I was
Right.
going to get back to asking that question that we asked you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I forgot the question now. I forgot it. I think we asked you something about like, I don't know if it was about safe space or like how you express yourself or who you can
how do you
express yourself
take
to.
care of your mental health? or something
Yeah,
like that?
and what are some ways that you take care of your mental health today?
Today,
Yeah.
I mean, I got a million ways on how I take care of my mental health today. I'm still in therapy. I still see a therapist. I
Black man
have
see
my-
therapist.
Like,
Are you
for real?
are you
Hashtag.
guys as therapists black?
Yes, I have a black male. Dr. Owens, bro, I love you, man. If you watch, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Dr. Owens.
But man, he is, dude is amazing. Dude is amazing. Like this, like I made it a point. I've had a few black therapists that just didn't cut it. Yeah, but Mr. Dr. Owens, man, Justin, he's a beast. But I do still see a therapist. I have a routine that keeps me in a positive space every day. So when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do, if I'm not listening to a book, it's a sermon. As I get ready for my day, when I'm making my coffee, while I'm showering, whatever I'm doing to get myself ready for the day. I'm listening to my book or my sermon. That's my meditation time. That's my me time. Then I listen to my jazz. Like I do a lot of
love
calming
jazz.
stuff.
I love jazz.
Jazz is that's my.
Yeah.
I love jazz.
So I listen to a lot of jazz. Watercolors on XM radio. That's my station. But but I listen. That's mainly it. And then in my downtime, in my free time, I go to the range. I go hiking or whatever I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go find me a little spot to go fly my drone. I'm gonna go take some pictures somewhere. I'm gonna do something. But whatever I can do to maintain that peace inside of me, that's what I'm gonna do. And it could be different on a daily basis. But the range is
So that's your self-care?
that's my
the
self-care.
range?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
You don't
what
get
I'm
your feet done, your nails done.
I
You don't get a
wish,
massage.
you know what I'm saying?
You should.
So from time to time I will. I have a hot tub at home, so I'll go sit and I'll soak in my hot tub and just
That's a
chill.
flex.
Okay.
Like just slide,
Like-
I just
Light flex. Light
my
flex.
house at home,
But that's my midweek. Like it be my Wednesdays. Yeah, Wednesdays, sometimes Friday and Saturday, one of those days, maybe Sunday. That's my soak day. I finna go soak in that hot tub, have my drink, have my cigar, have my music, and I'm sitting in the hot tub and I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there about an hour and a half, and I'm cooling.
Yeah.
But whatever I can do to maintain my peace, and I separate from everybody. I turn my phone off at things and wherever it's on. Like I gotta have my me time. I gotta have my space to separate from everything else that's going on. Outside of that, I'm cool. Even on like Sunday mornings, going to wash my car. That's my peaceful time. I do that every Sunday morning. I go wash my car, go wipe it down, clean it out, do a little detail, whatever. I'm finna sit there and I'm gonna chill. Like cleaning up is peaceful to me. So that's my thing. Whatever, anything peaceful. Spending time with my daughter. If I go hang out with her, go on a picnic, whatever we gonna do, even if we just sit in the office playing a game. That's my peaceful time.
So as men, has it been harder to find a woman that is like intellectually on y'all level or compatible? It has been.
Yes.
What's the experience like? What is
Horrible.
really?
And so when she says intellectually on your level, what does that mean? Like in terms of like conversation, in terms
Yeah.
of like belief systems, like what, like
All of the
All of
above.
the above.
Really?
Most women are shallow.
do they like how do they? I'm really curious to know like how do they talk? Like do they say like I want to watch?
How do they present themselves?
Yeah, like what's that packaging, wrapping? What does that look like?
Y'all really want to know?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
I know you got stories, Jay.
Why you say that?
Because of one, like how we met, where we work. I know you have stories. They a hot mess up there.
But I really ain't never dealt with nobody there. Like ever.
Where's the
Interesting.
there?
I don't think I don't want to say it.
Well, not the
Yeah,
name
yeah.
of the business.
What? What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was,
I know,
I thought it was like a place,
Yeah.
like
No.
a spot or something. You know?
Nah.
Yeah, because when I do mine, I don't put none of my
Right.
personal business is online. So I
Right.
Yeah, mine isn't. You don't know. You don't even know what I do. So
Right.
you think
Well, I
I
know
do
you-
this
I
and that's
know
it.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But with me, yeah, most people are very shallow. They all they see is the physical. They don't see nothing else behind that, or what you can do for them.
That's it. My God.
They don't see nothing else. Most women are like, well, and I'm gonna pull a Richie Fontaine here. Well, can you take me to the steakhouse and can I get the extra size with the wine on the side? Like,
But can they do it for themselves? That's the question.
that's the problem.
Do they ask that?
Because they want things that they literally cannot do for themselves. They expect us to do more than they expect themselves to do.
Man.
Like the whole thing is supposed to be a lifestyle. women most women like to be upheld to a certain lifestyle that they can't uphold themselves.
So where do you all find them? Like, are they just
They're everywhere.
But you know, like that's almost why I'm almost at the point of like I just don't even want to date no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to date no more.
Oh my God.
Because
Do y'all want to get married again? Or married?
No.
you've
know
been married
what?
before?
I ain't never been married. Don't want to be married. That's
what?
where I'm at. That's
So-
where I'm at.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I wouldn't mind it.
I'm scarred
You know,
Really?
bruh,
From relationships, or
from relationships.
From
I'm scarred.
bro.
maybe that could be something you work on in therapy.
Maybe, but I'm scarred. Right now, where I'm
You
at,
both though.
right now where I'm at, no, I can't get married.
But
No.
Are you in
I
a
think
relationship now?
Nope.
Oh,
So,
I'm sorry, I keep cutting you.
You're
Oh,
fine,
I'm
you're
sorry.
fine, go for it.
did I answer too fast? Let me slow it down next time.
What did you, say?
know what?
Like, no, you can't. I don't think. Don't do that. Like, don't cut yourself off from like dating. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, I understand. Like, let me not say it like that, but I'm sure we've all been through like traumatic things.
yeah.
But
I got some stories.
you gonna be
More
alright,
than the
Jay.
LLC
Like,
one.
I got
you
some
gonna be
stories, too.
alright. You a good man. You a handsome man. Don't cut your.
I mean,
Don't cut
You
yourself
don't know if
off
you're
in
handsome?
there.
not that part. It's the other part. It's the first part.
Right.
First part.
What? You a good man?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why you?
Oh, you don't know if you're a good man?
No,
Let's
you know,
dive
'cause
into
it's
this. Let's get into
subjective.
this. Why
Sometimes.
you don't?
I don't know sometimes.
Why?
It's subjective.
Because it's very subjective. Because a lot of my father runs in me.
But the thing is, and I was gonna ask you guys that too earlier.
Please ask.
When y'all said that y'all didn't want to be like y'all father or whoever that male figure was, do y'all think y'all worked so hard to not be like them that sometimes you did end up like them?
Most definitely.
Well, I honestly believe that personality traits can be inherited.
Right, and it is.
So, regardless of what you do to try to break that generational curse, sometimes it's just inevitable.
Yeah. So have you ever seen like the microscopic picture of a sperm cell?
Never. No,
You see
No.
I haven't.
the
On that
chromosomes of the chains, DNA chains inside of them.
So not
really?
only that.
So y'all two have seen this.
Yeah.
So we're on the outside. So, let's pay
so
attention
no.
to them now.
But
So look at this. though.
isn't it a DNA strand? Like that's what y'all talking about?
But that too. But at the same time, like
need
look
to look this
at
up.
the skeletal. Look at your skeletal structure.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at your skeletal structure and then look at a sperm cell, it is the exact same thing. So the head of the sperm is the brain. Then the spine and the spinal cord and all of the veins, like that is the tail of the sperm. Like so. Like you are literally that person embodied. You know what I'm saying? Like you are a copy of that person. Yeah, and it's commingled and is commingled with the partner. But that's the egg, that's the shell, that's the skeletal structure and then all of that. So all those chemicals and DNA and all that stuff mixes in. But if you look at the sperm cell and the brain and the spinal cord and all of that, it is the exact. It's just grown. That's all it is. So I know for a fact, like if you saw, like I can show you a picture of my dad right now. As much as I'm not gonna say I don't like the man, but I don't know him.
I don't know this nigga.
I don't
Is he
know
still
the nigga.
alive?
That
My father? Probably.
yeah,
I don't
Okay.
know.
my dad. He
I met him
lived
like
5
twice
minutes
on
away from me.
accident. So,
Oh, accident.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
my dad
story
lived 5
for
minutes
another
away
day.
from me, and the last time I saw him was my grandmother passed away, and he needed a haircut. He has Parkinson's right now, so he's bedridden. So he's in a wheelchair and all that good stuff. So I had to go over there and I cut his hair, and so he can go to the funeral and look presentable. That was the last time I actually got to spend some time with him and have a conversation with him or whatever. I saw him at the funeral for
And in
about
that
5
you were
minutes.
taking care of him, in a way.
In a way.
Yeah.
Now you was
But-
taking care of him. That's I
Right.
mean, you helped him out to. You didn't have to do that.
No, I didn't have to do that. But at the same time, it's in me to, I don't hate the man, but I don't know him.
But you want answers too.
But not necessarily. I don't need them.
So how are you dealing with that though? You and Jay, like, how are y'all dealing with that? I mean, I understand that we're older and we're grown, we've been through life and things like that, but it does not mean that internally or somewhere subconsciously that we do not think about these things and this does not affect us. Like, does it make you angry? Like, what are the emotions around that?
It's understanding. Like, for you, there's a level of understanding that I have that he did what he know to do.
Okay.
He could only do so much.
So are you at peace with it?
I'm very at peace with it.
Okay.
But I don't know him to have a relationship with him, and I don't really desire to have a relationship with him. So for me to, I know where he is. I have access to him. I know how to get to him. But for what? And in my eyes, for as long as I've been alive, you've never really made an attempt to be a part of my life. Now that you're on your, what I'm saying, that you're, I'm not gonna say your deathbed. I don't want to say that. But you know what I'm saying. But you're, you know what I'm saying. Why would I make that effort? That's not on me to do. I don't God hasn't put it in my spirit to do that. And I have a very strong connection with God. I have a very spiritual, relationship. But it's not been on my spirit to make that connection. Like that side, his side of the family, I'm very connected to. I have a relationship with everybody else, but not him.
Do you think there's something that's within you that's not allowing you to do that? Is there a resentment?
It's not. So there's some resentment. Like I can tell you some stories. Like it's like with them couple years that he was, that they got back to, my mom and dad got back together. He put us in some situations, and me and my brother, I ain't gonna say we jumped him. But we pieced him up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we put them paws on him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was to let him understand, like, bro, like you here because my mom wants you here, not because we want you here. You know what I'm saying? You here for her.
Yeah.
We've kind of made our way through life without you, and for you to come in and try and be an authority. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Authoritative.
Like, authority. Authoritative.
Okay.
Like you. I mean, I understand we respect your authority, but you ain't even here.
But we
to do
respect
that.
you as our father.
Right. So,
we respect you as the co-parent, the sperm donor is what some people call them.
But at the same time, you have to make yourself present at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he, even though he was there, he wasn't there. So you can't come in and try and do what you were trying to do. So we didn't respect that at all.
Yeah, because even y'all knew at that age that it was so much more that a father should be doing growing boys.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know?
You know what I'm saying? Try, at least try to communicate with us. You don't even have a conversation for us. When you are in the house, you don't even have a conversation for us. So it's like you've never shown us the capacity to even make an attempt to have a relationship with us. Right? So now that you didn't got sick, you didn't got, you know what I'm saying, we didn't got older, we've already established ourselves as the men that we are.
Yeah.
And then you want to try and have a bruh.
Yeah. We're past that.
Yeah, we passed it.
I've navigated through life, trying to figure out how to be a man. Now I'm my own man.
All these struggles that we've gone through, and we've had to look to other men
that
to
part.
feel.
Oof.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is, man, I ain't gonna go into that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we've had to look to other men to fill the void, or to at least give us what we needed in those moments, right? So because of that, like, I'm not gonna say I have resentment towards him, but it showed me enough of his character to know that's not somebody that I want in my life.
Yeah.
I don't need you in my life.
And you know what? It's so hard for people to understand that it's okay if you don't want a relationship with your parents.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
what I learned through therapy is our parents are just that. They are people
Vessels.
that God chose
Right.
to be used as
to
a
be
vessel to
Yeah.
birth us.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is
And
it.
it's no disrespect
So-
to our parents or anything like that.
Now, I want to throw this out there because this is another situation that I'm going through, and I don't know if this should be on, you know what I'm saying, anything. But at the same time, I think for scorned mothers to keep their children away from their parent
Yes.
is, in my eyes, it's a sense of child abuse.
Yeah. Neglect.
Right.
It's a
So
abandonment, all of
because what me and your experience is not me and their experience. So you can't hold a grudge against me and also project that grudge to the child
Yep.
and neglect that child from having a relationship with the other side. You have to have that. You have to let that child, unless it's just a really bad,
Yeah.
like toxic and dangerous environment that you're gonna put your child into a position. Like then you like no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if that's not the case, then you let that child have their own experience.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, because ultimately who you are, if you are that person, it's going to come out to that child anyway,
Right.
you know?
You have to
Yeah.
allow them to have their own experience and make their own decision.
Yeah.
Because, depending on the age of the child, they can get to a place where they like, man, look, I don't want to be a part of that. Like that's not what I don't need that. I don't want that. I don't want to go over there. I don't want to do that. Nah. When you start getting those signs
Right.
and signals from the child,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you know
Yep.
it's a bad idea. But until then, you allow that child to have his own experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's a shock to people when they hear, someone say, I don't want a relationship with my parents.
Right.
I don't want to be connected to them. I get that nobody's perfect, and people will say like, oh, but that's your family and you gotta be there
But
for
your
your
family can be just as toxic
They
as
sure
anybody
can.
else.
Yeah.
They sure can. They
Yes.
sure can.
And they'll be the first
And
ones.
they will
Right.
be the first
Right.
ones.
Because
and
they
then,
have access.
Exactly. And then also because they know they mean something to you. They have more weight in terms of disrupting your peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I think it's always a shock, because that's something that I learned, because I've also had, negative experiences with, and my dad was kind of like similar to, my dad passed away some years ago, but he had gotten sick first, and he had gotten to a space where we literally saw him turn into a shell of a human being. You know what I'm saying?
That smile got big when they bottled it.
I didn't want to do it. Thank
So
you.
yeah, but people are always kind of shocked when they hear like, oh, I don't want to have a relationship with my parent.
Even my family, even my family, like, Thanksgiving, holidays or whatever, they like, man, you talk to your dad? No. No.
For what?
What? No.
But then it's like
Man.
too, how do you, because sometimes it can come from a place like you were saying where there is some resentment, and it's like, it's like depending on where you are in your healing journey, it's going to impact you. But I feel like when you can get to a place where you recognize that your parents are human beings on a journey,
Right.
just like how you are a human being on a journey, you start to be more aware of how
And understanding.
Yeah, understanding, not excusing, the toxicity, but be understanding of how it's impacting you, and you can see yourself clear.
But the
Exactly.
grace is more present, and it
Yeah.
kind of makes me feel like I had to reparent my parents. You know,
And you
I
do.
had to be to them what their mothers or their fathers wasn't to them.
So
So-
another thing that as people, something that we innately do, that a lot of us are not even aware that we do. I think I became hyper aware to it. That my personality trait was all the things that I've done in my life, all the jobs that I've taken, all the initiatives that I've taken has been to become for other people what I needed. Right. So you know what I'm saying? So the thing I'm moving away to know that, hey, this was a void in me, and I know I'm not the only person that has this void. You know what I'm saying? And I know other people need this, and they're not getting it on a regular basis. So now I see a problem, so I fix that problem. You know what I'm saying? Or I want to be a part of the change of that problem. So I want to be for other people what I needed.
A humanitarian.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I think it's like cartoons or superhero movies and all the superheroes. It's always two sides to it, right? You know what I'm saying? You have an experience, and either you go to the good side or you go to the bad side.
Two faced.
That's
You know what
so
I'm saying?
true.
Right.
You have a choice.
You wake up every day, and I
Yep.
literally just texted this to somebody yesterday, I think, or the day before. But shout out Jay Prince. You wake up every day with two things: a chance and a choice. So you have a choice to make a chance, to make a change, and a chance to do it.
Yep.
But you have to choose. Man, I got that written on my bathroom mirror.
James Baldwin said it too. He said, you can choose to be that monster, or you can choose to be something different.
Right.
You know.
You can choose.
Shout
I'll
out
make
to
a
James
change.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
I love
Straight
that.
Yeah, I love that. Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
I love that.
All right. Well, before we wrap this up, y'all got any more? I feel like you got more questions.
I don't.
No, sure?
I'm so happy. I'm so full.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I did want to comment on something that you said. You said something like, no matter what you do, sometimes you can't get over those generational curses. And I don't agree with that, because I feel like we just said, you have a choice and you have a chance. And even if it's not modeled for you, or even if you don't necessarily see it, you have the wherewithal to know that there is something that requires change. So therefore, because you have that awareness, it's now your responsibility to make that change, to break that cycle, you know? So I think and I say that with conviction, because I know my life and my story, and I know that I am the one in my family who is breaking a lot of those curses. You know what I mean? So it's very, and I didn't have a blueprint. I didn't have nobody showing me or nobody tell me. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm also someone who's very spiritual, and I feel like it was more of a divine intervention for me that was the catalyst that started my change, and that was like a conduit for me to move forward in that change. But but like they say, when you know better, you do better.
That's a fact, and I think that what in itself makes all the difference. When you have a spiritual connection, it's about connectivity. Everything's about connectivity. Now, this is another analogy that I absolutely love. You know, an iron, right? If you pull that iron out and it's not plugged in, you know what I'm saying, you can iron out, you can rub it across your clothes all day and it's not gonna make a difference. But once it's plugged in, it's gonna catch fire. It's gonna get the heat that it needs. It's gonna get the power that it needs to make the difference. So as long as you stay plugged in, and that's with your spirit, that's with your emotions, and once you plug in with spirit and emotion, that's you. That's who you are. Your spirit, your emotion, your character. Like you really connect with yourself. Spirituality is everything. What you do to feed your mind makes all the difference. So stay plugged in, and you'll have the power that you need to make a difference. It'll smooth everything out.
Amen.
I like that.
Amen.
She said, "Amen." Said, he took us to church.
But I mean, that's something that I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that's hard. So you have to stay plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe that too. It's always a higher power. We as finite beings, we can't do anything on our own. So
You have to submit to something. There has to be.
Yes.
You have to be sub to a mission.
I agree to that. All right. Well, I'd like to thank my guests for showing up today, Miss Bre, Miss Krysten, and Sir Derrick for showing up in the clutch.
Let's do it. Couldn't let you get double teamed, man.
There you go. Because they was going to get me tonight. All right. Until next time, sit down, have a drink with us. And, I mean, I'm...
you done?
See, I'm empty now. But, cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu to you too.
Ubuntu. Yep.
What that mean?
Wakanda.